NYC Special Officer, Exam 6327, tested from April 20, 2026. 6 ability areas, what each one actually asks of you, and what to drill for it. One thing before we start. This notice publishes no time limit and no question count, so anyone handing you either is guessing. What it does publish is the bar, 70% passes, and your score sets your place on the list. Ability Area 1, Deductive Reasoning. You are given a rule, a regulation, a post order, a procedure, and then one specific situation, and you decide what the rule requires here. The rule is always supplied, so nothing depends on knowing the job already. The pattern worth knowing is how the wrong answers are built. Each one usually breaks exactly one clause, and it is written to look right if you stop reading at the clause that matches. Take every option back through every clause before you commit. Ability Area 2, Information Ordering. You get a procedure and a situation, and you put the steps, names, or numbers into the order the rule demands. The rule is always given to you. That sounds easy, and it is where experienced candidates lose points, because they order the steps the way the job is actually done instead of the way the written procedure says. On this exam, the procedure on the page wins every time. Ability Area 3, Problem Sensitivity. You get a standard, how a post is supposed to run, what a procedure requires, and then a log or a description of what actually happened, and you say what is wrong or about to go wrong. You are not asked to fix it. You are asked to see it, and often to name both the whole problem and the part of it that matters most. Read the standard first and hold it while you read the log. People who read the log first end up noticing whatever is most dramatic instead of whatever actually breaches the standard. Ability Area 4, Time Sharing. This is the one that cannot be answered from a single piece of material. You work 2 sources at the same time, a roster and a log, a list and a screen, and the answer is in neither of them on its own. The shifting between them is the skill being tested, not the reading. The habit that works. Fix one source as your anchor and sweep the other against it in one pass. Candidates who reread both sources alternately run out of clock long before they run out of ability. Ability Area 5, Written Comprehension. Policies, regulations, notices, signage. You read a passage and answer what it actually says. The discipline is narrow, and it is the whole skill. For every option, point at the line it rests on. If you cannot point at a line, the option is not supported, however reasonable it sounds and however well it matches what you know about the job. Absolutes are worth a second look. A passage that says, where applicable, does not support an option that says, always. Ability Area 6, Written Expression. Multiple choice but about writing. Which version of a sentence says the thing clearly and correctly for someone who was not there? This is report writing tested on paper. The right answer is almost never the longest or the most formal one. It is the one that can only be read a single way. Watch for a modifier attached to the wrong noun and a pronoun that could point at 2 people, because those 2 account for most of what is being tested. The most important minute on this exam, because it is the one thing another title's material cannot give you. 6 ability areas are named. 5 of them recur across the city's uniformed notices: deductive reasoning, information ordering, problem sensitivity, written comprehension, and written expression. The 6th is time sharing, defined in the notice as shifting back and forth between 2 or more sources of information, with responding to emergencies as the worked example. It appears on no other notice tracked here, and it is a different item design rather than a different job context. Every other construct is answered from a single stimulus. Expect 2 documents in front of you at once, with the keyed answer available in neither alone. And a piece of process worth more than any practice question. The notice is explicit that you are given the test before your qualifications are verified. A candidate later deemed not qualified forfeits the fee and receives no score at all. On a title whose education requirement is 1 line, a 4-year high school diploma, the conditions that actually catch people are elsewhere. Reaching your 20th birthday by the date of appointment, city residency at appointment, and the character disclosure. This is a peace officer position, so proof of good character is an absolute prerequisite, and you must reveal all arrests, convictions, and pending charges in your lifetime, including sealed and expunged material and youthful offender adjudications. Check those against your own record before you file, not after. That is the whole exam. Free practice for every ability area, with the technique behind every answer, is at dutyrank.com/specialofficer. DutyRank is an independent study product and is not affiliated with any government agency.